big games, you want to play your best, and he's been practicing that way to do that. And I was happy for him. He did so, and he's capable of doing that a lot this year. I mean, he's very explosive. He's, the thing I'm proud of him, he's been a good leader, and he's worked very, very hard. And the guys look up to him, and you want guys like that to have the reward of playing like that.
How's Mike Dwumfor coming along?
Mike Dwumfor is coming along very well. I mean, he has a lot of Mo in him. He really does. They both are very quick twitch. They're explosive. They can run. And you're going to see. You'll see Mike a lot more as the season goes on. He played in this last game, and I feel like we're really starting to get with the D-line like we had before the two deep, and they've worked hard in practice, and the only thing you can judge by is practice. And the guys are working really hard in practice. Coach Brown does a great job of rotating them in practice like we do in a game. And they're all they're starting to become that two deep group like I want them to.
This isn't a criticism of Rashawn, but it seems like he's maybe a quarter step slow off the snap sometimes. Is that just because he's playing next to a guy like Maurice Hurst who gets in there so quickly?
Well, I'd question anybody that would say Rashawn was a step slow. I bet you'd like to ask the people he's played against if they say he's a step slow. I think, if anything, it's because he's being very, very unselfish and very team-oriented, and he's knowing he's playing the run first. And when you're playing the run, there's a lot of times you have to react as you step as a D lineman, and that's what he's doing. And we could get all our guys to just come sprinting off the football if you wanted to, and I don't think you'd be happy with the outcome of that. But I'm very proud of Rashawn because he continues to try to work on his technique and continues to try to do what the defense asks him to do. And great things are going to happen because of that.
Are you still seeing a lot of doubles and tight ends staying in Rashawn still? Is that still been a thing all year?
Yeah, and the thing about it, Rashawn's position on the defensive line, unlike any other position, is he is head up on a tight end. He's right down the middle of a tight end, whereas you see Mo is shaded on a guard. You'll see the nose is shaded on a guard, and Chase is shaded on a tackle. So you already have the edge where our defense is very, very predicated on the fact that you better have a strong guy over that tight end, and he has to do a great job. Last year, Wormley was that guy and did a tremendous job. Rashawn is doing a great job of that also, and so he doesn't always get the edge like you want him to. But again, that's why I say I'm proud of him, because some guys in some programs would complain about that. He doesn't. He just plays the defense like it's supposed to be played.
How far have you seen Aubrey Selman come since the first day?
He's coming a long way. He's coming a long way. It's a lot different here than it is in high school, and I think Aubrey kind of found that out when he got here, and not negatively, but like every little technique and stance and movement is critiqued, and I think there's some times where he just walked away going, my God, can't I do anything right? And now he's really starting. I've seen it the last week, the week before that. He's really starting to buy into what we call Michigan defensive line technique, and he is really starting to be that guy. And he's going to play a lot. He's going to play a lot, and he's another one of those guys that's going to rotate.
Got time for a few more. Coach Mattison.
Greg, this is more of a bigger picture question. I know you've coached a lot of players in your career. You've seen a lot of ups and downs. Now, what's the best advice you can give a team right now, or a player, when their confidence is down, or kind of when they hit the bump in the road, whether it's individually or as a team?
Well, the first thing is our confidence isn't down. That's the very first thing. When you practice and you play as hard as we do, there's no reason ever to have your confidence down. And ours, we don't. The only advice we give them is in the defense. I'm going to use the defensive line because that's all we care about. Is we have a goal that we want to get to a certain level, And are we working to that goal? And every game we want to try to do whatever we have to do to get there. And they are. They are working to that. They worked through it last week. They worked there the week before and the week before that. So we continue to do that. And then when that's over with, when you look at it, it's whatever that is, that is. And so there's no confidence problem. There's nothing like that. All we do is come out every day and say, all right, we're going to get to become the best defense and the best defensive line we can be.
You're familiar with Mike DeBoard, I think. What do you
Yeah.
expect from East Indiana?
Mike and I came here together. We came here together, and I remember his locker room was right next to mine. You're going to get a very, very well-coached team. And in fact, it's, I spend a lot of time looking at opponents and seeing if they give you something that you can kind of put your hat on, and really Mike doesn't. Mike is really, really sound. Their offense is very sound, and you can. I mean, I really see the difference with him being there. I think they are a very, very good football team and a very good offense because of that. And you can see Mike in it. I can see it. He's done a good job.
Are there a lot of differences between this offense and the one that you faced the last couple of years?
Yeah, I think the differences in the backfield set. There's differences in some of the plays they run, and what they really are trying to do. You can definitely see Mike's influence on it.
I know we get to see Chase on Saturdays, but from your perspective on a daily basis, just how far has he come since transitioning into the position last year?
Excuse me, who?
Chase.
Yeah. How far has he come? Well, Chase came here as a linebacker. I recruited him, and I remember being in his home with his family and at the high school, and he was a linebacker. And then I remember his first year as a linebacker, and then I remember Coach Harbaugh taking him as a tight end, and spending a whole year looking over there at him going, this guy's going to be a good defense. So we were at the bowl game, and we asked Coach if we could have him back, and Coach gave him back to us, and he has improved every day. I mean, the thing about Chase Winovich that every young man should have is he has a burning desire to become the best he can be. And almost sometimes, if you look at it, it can be a fault in that he always wants to be the guy. Well, that's what you want in your defensive line. And the thing that I'm so proud of him is he always puts the defense ahead of his own personal goals. But if every player prepared and played as hard as Chase, you'd have one of the greatest defensive lines you've ever had. And that's what we're really trying to do. I mean, we all of our guys know that that's what's expected. But there was a play in that Michigan State game that when he broke the run, Chase Winovich ran around the entire defense and ended up making a tackle 50 yards downfield. And there were secondary guys running as hard as they could also. So it wasn't a deal where guys weren't. It's just Chase's burning desire to be the best he could be, and that's what he does in everything he does on that field.
Greg, is this the second defensive line, or for lack of a better description, is it coming along as fast as you thought?
Yeah, it is. It really is. The backup unit, or the first unit that was the seconds before, and Ansley, honestly, we talk about that all the time. We got something to prove. We want to make sure that each game, this group shows that they were a big reason for a really good D-line last year, and that they weren't just guys that went in. And it's their turn now. And so that's why each week you'll see them work to improve. And they want to finish this thing this year as being what is expected here to be a great D-line.
And the guys backing those guys up, they're
really coming on. Yeah, I think over the last week and a half, I saw more improvement out of that group than I have in the first 3 weeks. So they're really working towards that now.
Don Brown said a few weeks ago that he would like to see Kwity Paye in the game, but Chase just won't come out. What kind of player has Kwity been so far?
Quiddy's really, really improving. He's really, really improving. In fact, we were talking about last night's practice was one of the best practices I've seen out of him. And he's gotten more physical. He understands everything. Kwity Paye is going to be one heck of a football player. And yeah, you're going to see him. You'll see him as it goes on. But yeah, he's getting close.
Did you know Chase took ballet classes in the offseason?
I don't. Nothing you would tell me about Chase would surprise me. You know. But your point, going back to your point, is really true. Like, I'll talk to the guys during the game, and they know that the whole thing we ask them is to be honest. And if you can't run as hard as you possibly can run, if you can't go the best you can go, then just say it and put somebody else in, because the guy that's going to go in will do that. And he may not do it as long as you because you're the starter, but he will do that. And I'll be asking Chase during every game, Chase, you need a break? No, I'm fine. I feel great, Coach. I feel great. And I'm going, okay. And you know what? That's what you see. And but Kwity will be getting some playing time.
When he got moved to tight end, did you guys fight it from the get-go?
No. When the head coach takes somebody, there is no such thing as fighting it. Absolutely not. You give him a blessing and say, Chase, you are going there to help this team, and that's why you're moving there. And no, not at all.
Was Chase at all upset, though? I mean,
No, Chase was a team player. Chase would do whatever the team asked him to do, whatever Coach Harbaugh asked him to do, and that was what was good about it.
All right, thank you. Thanks.